Welcome to Football Frenzy. Atletico hold Real after Madrid derby suspended. Troy Parrott scores 6th goal of the season. ANGEL CORREA'S 95th minute equaliser snatched Atletico Madrid a 1-1 derby draw against Spanish champions Real Madrid on Sunday in La Liga, while Ireland international Troy Parrott continued his prolific scoring run in the Eredivisie. The Argentine forward had to wait nervously for a VAR review to prove he was onside, but he had timed his run to perfection and secured the hosts a point. Real Madrid, without injured star striker Kylian Mbappé, largely kept Atletico at arm's length on a spiky night in the Spanish capital, taking the lead through Inter Militao midway through the second half. The match was suspended for around 15 minutes soon afterwards when Atletico fans threw objects including lighters at Madrid players, and Rojiblanco's midfielder Marcos Llorente was sent off at the death. Correa's late strike put Atletico third, while Real Madrid, second, moved 3 points behind leaders Barcelona for their defeat at Osasuna on Saturday. Despite the disappointment of conceding a late equalizer, Madrid reached 40 consecutive league games without defeat, their last loss coming just over a year ago at Atletico. Elsewhere in Europe, Parrott's 6th goal of the season could not prevent AZ Alkmaar's first defeat of the season. The team, who are third in the Eredivisie, suffered a 2-1 loss at home to second-place FC Utrecht. The loss came despite Parrott opening the scoring with a simple tap-in the 24th minute. The 22-year-old striker scored 4 goals in his side's 9-1 win over Heerenveen earlier this month and converted the winner from the penalty spot during their midweek Europa League 3-2 defeat of Elfsborg. Manchester United captain Bruno Fernandes was sent off as his side lost 3-0 to Tottenham Hotspur at Old Trafford on Sunday. Spurs manager Ange Postecoglou looked on throughout from his technical area, which at Old Trafford is further away from the dugouts than is usually the case, and saw his team open the scoring following a buccaneering run from Mickey van de Ven to set up Brennan Johnson in just the 3rd minute of the game. In truth, Spurs should have scored more in the first half. It looked like it was setting up to be a game where the dominant team would later be made to rue their missed opportunities, but the sending off just before halftime narrowed the chances of that narrative playing out. Fernandes slipped as he tried to tackle James Maddison and, in his desperation to still make a challenge, clumsily caught the Spurs midfielder high on his leg. It was not a controversial decision, but Fernandes was maybe unlucky to lose his footing as he did. There were boos in Old Trafford as the halftime whistle went, and though some of those were for referee Christopher Kavanagh, there had been general disappointment from the stands about the way their team played in the opening 45 minutes. Spurs had also dominated the game when it was 11 versus 11, having 61% possession even before the red card to Fernandes. With a man extra, the visiting team looked to turn the screw. Just 2 minutes into the second half, Tottenham doubled its lead. Though they had voiced their discontent at halftime, the United fans cannot be accused of abandoning their team. Quite the opposite, in fact, as they tried to rouse the players against the odds. But when Dominic Solanke added Spurs third on 78 minutes, the stands began to empty as the rain poured down. The scoreline could have been much more embarrassing for United if not for Onana, who saved 2 attempts from Timo Werner when the Spurs forward was through on goal. "We were outstanding," Postecoglou said of his players after the game. "There was a belief and conviction in our football today. We were really aggressive with everything with and without the ball, and a fantastic all-round performance. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.